Wouldn't it be nice to be able to wake up in the morning looking forward to the day without this pressure in the chest or anxiety of what's to come or how can we get everything done that we need to in the day? Wouldn't that make our day just feel so much better? We wouldn't feel the need to pick or pull. We feel on top of things and we feel like we have more time. High achievers, I need you to listen to this because we need to stop doing this one thing so that we can actually start to create that kind of life for ourselves because how we're going about it right now is not working. Here's what we need to stop doing: jumping from one thing to the next without pausing to allow ourselves to appreciate and experience the satisfaction of completing something, to appreciate your effort and energy and time that has gone in to getting that thing done or to creating that thing, no matter how insignificant it may seem. And over the course of this episode, I'm going to share with you why this is a game changer and why us high achievers need to start doing this. If you want more support and healing from chronic skin picking, hair pulling, and nail biting from someone who has experienced it herself, then make sure you hit like and subscribe and let me know how you're doing in the comments below, or leave a 5-star review if you are listening on iTunes or Spotify. Rather than allowing ourselves to experience satisfaction in small moments, we're holding out for the big moments. We're telling ourselves, if I can just get everything done, if I can smash this out, if everything can just be ticked off, if everything can be put in the right boxes, put in the right place, then I can feel that immense sense of relief. Then I can relax, then I can just be, then everything will be okay. And we live our life holding out for those moments. And the thing is, those moments exist, but they are few and far between. I was talking about this with my friend the other night. We went and saw Mumford and Sons. Just as a side note, absolutely amazing. But she was sharing with me how she spent years studying and studying for an exam to be acknowledged as an osteo in Switzerland. And this is a brutal, harsh exam that very, very few people pass. And she said she would never ever wish to be back in that space of pressure again because it was horrible. She didn't have a life. But she said the feeling afterwards of just a weight being lifted when she got the email that said that she passed, the weight that was lifted off her, she could breathe out. She got to experience that sense of relief and satisfaction and elation in having completed and achieved something. And it is an amazing feeling. And we talked about that. What an amazing feeling that is. And she wouldn't go through that again to have that feeling, but she does miss that feeling and she hasn't had it since because life goes on. Because life isn't about having extreme highs and lows. Because to have those extreme highs, we do have to have the rough lows of studying for years and being under pressure and hardly having a life, to then get to experience a brief moment of elation and satisfaction and just like everything is absolutely okay in the world. But that's not how we live day to day. Do we want to be struggling that hard day to day so that we can get that kind of feeling for a brief moment? No, because that's what we've been doing and it's not working. It doesn't feel good. We don't wake up in the morning feeling motivated to get started on our day, feeling a sense of joy to get to do the things that we get to do that day. That might happen often, but generally, if you are a high achiever and you're listening to this, probably day to day feels like a grind because we are we're living for that release, that relief, without fully acknowledging that those are brief moments and they are not supposed to last. And so, a much more sustainable way to live is to give ourselves mini moments of satisfaction, appreciation, and gratitude throughout the day for every single little thing that we complete. And as a high achiever, that's probably a very foreign concept to consider. When was the last time you appreciated yourself for making the bed? When it comes to your work, when it comes to cleaning, when it comes to doing any of the day-to-day tasks, what is the energy behind it? Is it, I just want to get this shit done and then I can relax? Or do you take moments in between to just pause and appreciate? Odds are you're like me and you're more the latter. I think latter means the first one that I mentioned. I always forget, but you know what I'm trying to say. Now, here's where this ties into skin picking and hair pulling. What does skin picking, hair pulling give us? How does it make us feel in the moment? I'm not saying afterwards, we all know that makes us feel shitty, but in the moment, how do we feel? There's a sense of relief, satisfaction. I've spoken to some clients and they've said they feel a sense of accomplishment. What you're so often searching for in picking, pulling, biting at your body are those little moments of relief, of satisfaction, of release that you could be giving yourself by actually pausing and appreciating all the little things that you do throughout the day rather than just freight training it through the day. We need those moments of appreciation and gratitude and satisfaction to help us to regulate and ground and slow down. Otherwise, we're just on go all the time and life gets faster and faster and faster. And we feel like we have less and less and less time. And to give ourselves a break in that, we pick and we pull and we bite. As long as we keep living by the belief that we just need to get shit done so that we can relax, we will continuously perpetuate the picking, pulling, and biting cycle because it is there to give us the break that we are not giving ourselves. So something needs to change. Your peace isn't found in a completed to-do list. It's found within it. That time that you're looking for is not at the end of all those crosses. It's within it. I want to share with you a quote from Eddie Cantor. I was doing some research for this episode, and I like to look up quotes that support the point that it is that I'm trying to get across. And I came across Eddie Cantor, who is a famous American entertainer from the early 1900s. He created the Looney Tunes theme song. I think that's a pretty cool fun fact. This is what he said: slow down and enjoy life. It's not only the scenery you miss by going too fast, you also miss the sense of where you are going and why. Just let that sink in. Where are you going with all this doing? And why are you wanting to get there? So that you can finally experience that massive relief and that weight lifted. Remember, that is supposed to be a fleeting moment. It's not supposed to be a forever experience. We're not supposed to live life on a constant high. I want to read that to you again. Slow down and enjoy life. It's not only the scenery you miss by going too fast, you also miss the sense of where you are going and why. What I'm going to share with you next is going to help you to slow down so that you can enjoy life and become more connected to where you are going and why, which we can't do if we are constantly on go like that freight train. So jumping from one thing to the next is not productivity, it's escape. And that was me that wrote that, not AI. It's annoying how AI has essentially trademarked certain ways you write. Anyway, moving on. A mistake that we make as high achievers that is causing us to pick more and to miss out on life is jumping from one thing to the next. That is not productivity, that is escape. What is it escape from? It's escape from feeling like we're not enough. Because how does it feel if we sit on the lounge and do nothing when there's heaps of things to do? We feel guilty, like we're not doing enough. And the way to prove that we are enough, to be able to slow down and enjoy without guilt, is to do more. And the reality is that you are enough as you are, and you do not need to constantly overachieve, constantly be doing things to prove that you are worthy of a break and appreciation and gratitude. And if you want more support in addressing the root causes of why you pick, then I have created something brand new for January 2026. It is called Strength Pathfinder. It is a program that will not only help you to slow down, it will help you to let go of people pleasing, help you to learn the skills and tools you need to healthily regulate your emotions and to let go of self-judgment, because that self-judgment is keeping you on go, not allowing you to have the break that you need to give back to yourself so that you can heal and let go of skin picking. I created this program based on what has worked the best for my clients over the past 3 years. It starts in January 2026. To apply, click on the link in the show notes where you will receive a personalized healing plan plus the chance to join us in Strength Pathfinder in January. So if you're feeling called to it, if you want that personalized plan and to find out if Strength Pathfinder is for you, go ahead and click on the link in the show notes, book in that call. Do not wait on yourself. Stop putting yourself on the back burner. Slow down and take some time to focus on you. There will always be shit to get done, and this pattern will continue for the rest of your life until you decide to interrupt it. And this is how we interrupt it. And it's going to be painfully, frustratingly simple. The reason why it is because we cannot break the pattern with the same kind of thinking that perpetuates it. We need to think differently and act differently. And often for high achievers, we feel like the solution to our problems needs to be hard and complex. This is a challenge. So I'm going to challenge you in that right now. The first thing I want you to do right now is just to think about if someone came into your life right now and just took care of all the things that are weighing on you, so that you had the space and the time to just do the things, only the things that you really enjoyed. But this person did everything else. Just think about that for a second. That all the things that are weighing on you, this person is going to take care of them. Firstly, what are the things that are left over that you want to do yourself, that you still want to do yourself? Second, how are you feeling at the thought of that? How does it make you feel? The idea of someone coming in and just taking all that weight off, taking care of it for you. What would you say to that person? How would you feel towards that person? What would you want to convey to that person? Think of 3 things. I can think of 20. What I would say to that person: "Oh my God, you're amazing. You're an angel. You're a godsend. You're a lifesaver. You're the best person in the world. How can I ever, ever repay you? It is so amazing what you're doing, and I so, so deeply appreciate it." I'd probably cry, and I'd give them a hug, and I'd probably cry and want to give them a hug every time I saw them. What's coming up for you? Think of 3 things you would say. What are the 3 things you would just love to share with that person? Just to celebrate them, to show them your gratitude, to show them how important they are and how much you appreciate them. Sit with that for a moment. Really let yourself explore those feelings that are coming up, the things that you would say. From this day forward, you are going to pause after completing every task that you have to do, whether it's making the bed, vacuuming the floor, cleaning the toilet, putting your dirty clothes in the hamper, whether it's answering some emails, wiping your kid's butt, going shopping for food, cooking, whatever task you complete, big or small, significant or seemingly insignificant, you are going to place your hand on your heart and tell yourself those 3 things. Oh my God, you're amazing. Thank you so much. It's so important what you're doing. It matters so much to me that you're doing this right now. I appreciate it so much. Connect to that feeling that you had just before, that you would have loved to give to this person that's supporting you so much. And you are going to pause every single little task just for a few seconds, because you do have that time. You do have that time, and show yourself that gratitude. And that is how you are going to start breaking that pattern. You are going to start showing yourself that you do have time. I can slow down. And I'm not saying that the lack of time that you have is an illusion. Is 100% potentially the truth. I don't know what your life is like, but you can still find time, little moments of time for yourself throughout the day, however that looks for you. And it's just the feeling of when we have more time for ourselves, when we give ourselves more appreciation, we feel like we have more space. We can let our shoulders down. It takes a bit of the weight off. When we feel appreciated, it feels fucking good. Have you ever been in a job where you've tried to work hard, you tried to do a good job, and they just don't care? If they have anything to say, it's negative. It feels like shit. All your motivation falls away. You're probably going to end up quitting, or you're going to be that quote unquote lazy employee. Because what is the point in giving so much time and effort and thought to something, to a job, when you just get shit back and no appreciation? On the other hand, when you put in effort and you receive appreciation and acknowledgement for that effort, it feels fucking good and you want to keep doing it. The same goes for yourself. You're putting in so much effort day in and day out. You deserve some appreciation. And honestly, what do you actually get instead? Criticism. It's not enough. You made a mistake. That was dumb. That was embarrassing. That wasn't up to standard. You could have done more. Oh, you forgot to do this. No wonder we wake up feeling like, oh man, today feels really big every day. So if you really truly want to change this pattern, practice that pause and giving yourself genuine appreciation. And I'm not perfect in this. I forgot to do that today, honestly, but I am right after this podcast episode that I didn't think I had time for because I was feeling behind, because I hadn't paused to appreciate myself. I'm going to pause after this and show myself lots of love and appreciation and do exactly what I just shared with you. And I guarantee the more you practice this, the more you come back to it when you do forget, when life gets busy and it slips to the back of your mind, the more you come back to it, it's going to help you to heal skin picking and hair pulling 100%. And this is what it means to address the root cause. This is what it means to do the deeper work. It means to create real change, to take real action, to actually do things differently. Because without that, I don't have something poetic to say. Nothing fucking changes. That's it. And this one simple practice can make such a big difference. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I've thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I hope you have too. If you have, make sure you hit like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, or leave a 5-star review if you are on iTunes or Spotify. It does really help to support what it is that I'm doing so I can continue to put out episodes every single week. Thank you again. I'll see you next Tuesday for the next episode of Beyond Skin Picking and Hair Pulling.